Rest isn't supposed to make you feel worse, but after 40, it often does. If you've given yourself a full day off and woke up feeling heavier and foggier than before, your recovery system hasn't failed. It just changed. In this video, I'll show you why rest stops working after 40 and the 3 minutes technique that actually turns rest into real recovery. So let's look at what this actually feels like in real life. For some women, it's obvious. They know they are not sleeping well. They wake up at 3 a.m., they have night sweats, or they toss and turn. So when they wake up tired, it makes sense. But for other women, it's much more confusing. I remember a woman I worked with in her early 50s. She spent most of her day at a desk, managing tight deadlines. When we first talked, she told me, "My sleep is fine." But she still came to me exhausted after resting. She was getting enough sleep, taking rest whenever she could, and still it wasn't helping. And she's not the only one. This is a part many women miss. We assume rest and recovery are the same thing, but they are not. When we are younger, those two things often happen together automatically. You slept, you rested, you had a quiet weekend, and your body bounced back. But after 40, especially during perimenopause and menopause and post-menopause, that connection doesn't always happen the same way anymore. You can be resting but not fully recovering. This is what I call the recovery trap. Rest is what you do. Recovery is what your body does. And once you understand that difference, you stop blaming yourself for not recovering. Because the real issue isn't just whether you rested. It's whether your body actually shifted into recovery at all. That's the missing piece most fatigue advice never talks about. Now you may be wondering, why does this happen after 40? Let me give you a simple way to picture it. Imagine you are floating in a gentle stream. When you allow the current to carry you, your body can let go. But if you're holding yourself slightly against the current, even without realizing it, you never fully release. You're still in the water, but the water isn't fully supporting you. That's what's happening when your body is resting, but still can't fully shift into recovery. And one important reason is your nervous system. During perimenopause and menopause and postmenopause, your body starts responding to stress more easily, but recovering from it less efficiently. You may have heard of HRV, heart rate variability. It's one way researchers measure how easily your nervous system shifts between stress and recovery. And research shows that during menopause transition, that ability to shift smoothly is often reduced. So even when you are resting, your body may be still holding a low level of alertness. Not full stress, but even noticeable like tension, just a low hum of activation that keeps your system slightly on. That's why you can sleep through the night and still wake up feeling like you never fully switched off. And if you are also having hot flashes or night sweats, that quiet internal tension can become even more disruptive. Your nervous system can be pulled out of recovery mode repeatedly through the night. So you may have slept 8 hours, but your body wasn't recovering for all of it. I understand this personally too. I went through menopause without hot flashes or night sweats. So from the outside, you could say my menopause was smooth, but I still noticed changes. When I sat too long, glued to my chair, working on the tight deadline projects, resting afterward didn't always help. My body felt heavy and my motivation wasn't just there. And this is something I came to understand more deeply through more than 30 years of Japanese ki energy and breathing practice with my mentor. In ki practice, we don't just ask, "Am I resting?" We pay closer attention to a more specific question. Is my body open enough to restore and re-energize? Because when the body is still holding tension, rest can stay very shallow. Even lying down or sitting quietly, the body can still be slightly bracing inside. So what can you do about it? There's one area I always pay attention to first, the neck. The neck sits between your head and your body, and in Japanese ki energy practice, this is one of the places where hidden tension often collects without us realizing it. When the neck stays guarded, the breath often becomes shallow. The shoulders stay slightly lifted, and the body doesn't fully receive the message that it is safe to let go. You might be thinking, I've already tried neck stretches in yoga or Pilates, but this is different. We are using controlled breathing and gentle attention to help your body reconnect with its natural rhythm of restoration. Remember the woman I mentioned earlier? She thought her sleep was fine, but she still felt exhausted after resting. When we did this practice I'm about to show you, she immediately noticed a kind of relaxation she hadn't felt in months. You don't need to feel that right away. Just notice what you notice. A little more comfort or ease is enough. Let's do it together. Before we begin, one gentle caution. Your neck is the delicate part of your body, so please be kind to it. If you have any neck pain or limited movement, please skip this practice today. This is not about pushing, pulling, or forcing a stretch. If anything feels sharp, painful, or uncomfortable, please stop. We are looking for comfort, ease, and small sense of release. Before we start, let's do a quick self-check. Place your hands gently on the back of your neck, like this, just below the base of your skull. Notice the tightness there. Then feel along the sides of your neck. You don't need to judge it. Just remember how it feels now, so you can compare after the practice. You can do this at your desk or at home. Now we'll do the 3 minutes neck release together. It's 3 slow rounds, and each rounds become a little quieter. The goal isn't to stretch harder, it's to let your breath guide the movement. When you're ready, sit comfortably on a chair. Let your feet rest on the floor. Bring both hands to the back of your neck and gently lace your fingers together so your hands are supporting your neck. Take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, gently let your chin move down toward your chest. Very slowly, just focus on the heaviness of your head, down only as far as feels comfortable. Notice the back of your neck lengthening, not a hard stretch, just a comfortable opening. Take another breath in here, and as you exhale, slowly bring your head back to center. Now take a breath in again. As you exhale, gently let your chin lift upward and your head tilt back slightly, as if the hair at the back of your head is being softly lifted. Notice the front of your neck opening. Again, no pushing, just a pleasant, easy stretch. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, slowly turn to center. Pause here for a moment. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw soften. and notice your breath. Round 2. Let's do it again. Breathe in, exhale, chin slowly down. Feel the back of the neck lengthen. Breathe in, exhale, return to the center. Breathe in, exhale, chin gently up. Feel the front of the neck open. Breathe in, exhale, return to the center. Let your hands support your neck. Let your breath guide the movement. Now round 3, one more round. This time, move a little slowly and softly. Breathe in, exhale, chin down. Breathe in, exhale, center. Breathe in, exhale, chin slightly up. Let the front of the neck open. Breathe in, exhale, return to the center. Now release your hands slowly. Let them rest on your lap. Close your eyes for a moment or soften your gaze. Don't try to create any special feeling. Just notice. How does your neck feel now? How are your shoulders? Is there a little more space? A little more ease in your breath? Even a small change is enough. This is how we begin turning rest into restoration. What you just did was very simple, but it's not a small thing. You didn't force your body to relax. You gave your body a signal that it was safe to soften. And that is the difference between just resting and actually beginning to restore. If you've been wondering why you can rest and still feel exhausted, I want you to remember this. Rest is what you do, recovery is what your body does. And after 40, your body may need a little more support to make that shift. What your body needs isn't more pressure or a complicated routine. It needs a way to move from holding on into letting go. That is what this practice is about. It helps you stop fighting the current and let your body receive restoration again. So today, sit with this one question. When I rest, am I actually restoring? If you just did this practice with me, I'd love to know. Share what you notice in the comments below. Even a small shift is worth sharing. If this way of looking at menopause fatigue feels different from what you've already heard before, I created a free on-demand workshop where I go deeper into the hidden energy drains that keeps women exhausted even they are doing all the right things. The link is below this video. Now that you understand why rest doesn't always become recovery, the next step is learning what actually helps your body rebuild energy after 40. I'll guide you through that in this video. It's the next step when resting alone isn't enough. See you there. ありがとうございます。